Hey YouTube. I wanted to do a quick video real quick. I just got done watching Hibernian Son's um video Lebensraum about about the Chinese, the People's Republic of China. Like he said, misusing the word Chinese, not so much as a culture, but the People's Republic of China. Um, he was talking about how you know they're the largest population in the world. Um, 7% of the water, 3% of the forest. Um, and he was talking about how they could very well possibly try to expand. I mean, what is somebody? I mean, what do you do when you're overpopulated? You don't have enough resources. You know, you can only you can only import so much at a time. So what other options are there? Well, there's very well could be options of looking for new land, um, like Hibernian Son mentioned, how the Native Americans we kind of forced them out. We forced them out of their land of North America and took it over for our own greediness and just wanting more land, and like he said, he's you know it's I think it could be possible. I mean, North America is a very, very large continent, a lot of good resources, and, very well, China, the People's Republic of China could see this just as well as anybody on the planet can see that, North America has a lot of resources and things of that nature. So, why not try to expand? I'm not saying a whole foreign military invasion, but you never know. It could happen. I mean, you know, 2, 3, 10, 15 years, 20 years from now, you know, people could look back and say, oh, people saw it coming, or people were talking about it. We should have listened, you know, or something to that extent. I'm not saying that you know there's you know hidden foreign Chinese troops in America waiting to attack or something, but I mean there very well could be. I don't know. I mean, but he, you know, like Hibernian Son said, when you have two superpowers going at it, economic powers, it's bound to end up becoming a military power, you know, type of thing. Who's got, you know, better, bigger chest? Who's bigger? Who's stronger? Just like a peacock will strut its feathers, you know, to look for a mate. China, the People's Republic of China, the United States will flex our muscles, showing we're bigger, we're badder, we're meaner than you, we have more power than you. And that could lead to something that nobody wants. Nobody wants war. Nobody wants to start a war. I mean, it's not something pretty, but and that goes for any, not even just America in China, but Russia. Yeah, everyone's been hearing about Ukraine and everything. Russia's flexing its muscles. We're flexing our muscles. You know, thankfully nothing has happened. But when you have more than one superpower, you know, and they come at each other. They have disagreements. They're bound to try and intimidate the other, and it's not something that's pretty. It's not something that I don't think a lot of people want to happen. But that's I mean, thank God that we have the Second Amendment. If God forbid something like that happens, and we end up having to defend our country. Retired veterans, you know, modern military, militias, just Minutemen, everybody that has a weapon that feels that they need to defend their country, um, take up arms and defend. It could happen. I'm not saying it will happen, but Schrodinger's law, or not, excuse me, not Schrodinger's log. Um, you know, anything that can happen will happen. But that's just my thoughts on Hibernian Son's video. Um, but thanks for watching. But don't forget, without sacrifice, there could be no victory.